thinking of technology, okay, what would be a new vision of technology within the studio that would improve accessibility for VIB creatives? So we're thinking about new technology that would improve accessibility for VIB sound creatives. So I'd like you to, a piece of new technology for sound creatives, yeah.
Star Trek.
Oh yeah, Star Trek.
They have this transporter thing.
Yes.
Right, so what I've done though is I've created a physical virtual studio.
Love it.
You can connect virtually in this studio. It's a PC board, okay?
Oh, okay. You have a cable.
There's a cable now.
I know. I've always been careful.
Better to try and integrate it with mainstream services. I mean, I think the master there is probably the preference. It's a effective way of bridging the gap.
Man, this is my job. This is research.
And
like,
you,
how did I get this?
You have a doctorate, right?
I do.
Man, you went to all that education so you could get Lego.
Exactly. I mean, I was like, how did I get so lucky?
I think
I'm like,
the idea of being able to.
has anybody got a soldering iron?
So that.
They tend not to like blind people to have that.
I know, right? They won't let me go to the skill. I'm like, I want to do something.
It doesn't supplant. Just as you were saying. You know.
So we thought of making a 3D EQ plugin. Yes, yeah. So we are using a flat surface. Yeah, you can touch it here. Yeah. So we're using this as a plate, and then we're gonna build something like a mountain on top that represent a specific frequency band, and the volume. So the height will be the volume.
When I'm not in musician, we do stuff about decolonising the curriculum. One of the things we do look at the mind.
The world is an L shape.
And the device is something that drives forward music education.
Oh my god, you're just too good. You're too good. Built a metaphor.
Do you know what will do it?
Right? So, yeah.
A lot of physical centre.
Oh, yeah. In America, we never saw trains.
Okay, everyone, so yeah, if I have your attention, I'm just going to wrap things up now. So, really, I'm looking for a volunteer. I'm looking for somebody who wants to kind of start us off. Who would like to share their model and their slogan, or their one-liner describing that model? Any volunteers to start? Okay, what's your name? Sorry, I haven't catch you. Till. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So, yeah, what's...
Again, I guess it was just, I was connecting randomly pieces to get an idea of what I was going to do. That was in the end my process. And I guess I got kind of amusement park, like a music studio amusement park.
Oh, nice.
And then I got the idea that, yeah, for me making music in the end, when you're dealing with a doll or anything, it must be fun. And that's the main point. So I was imagining this kind of completely analog studio where sliders are just in rails. Let you can run and like magnified studio. That's my idea.
Fantastic. It looks, I mean, I can see like a section of a roller coaster there.
Yeah.
Some slides and a pond.
It has a door as well. Look, you can
Yes,
open. You can
oh, fantastic.
and wheel. Oh yeah, everything. Super fun.
So your one-liner would be music needs to be fun, or something like that?
Yeah, music has to be fun.
Music has to be fun.
Amusement music studio.
Yeah.
That's how it's called.
Fantastic, thanks to you. That's great. Brilliant. Brian, did you want to share yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great.
Sounds good, yes.
So mine was put together by a process of reaching out, finding things that seem interesting and sticking them together, which I think is probably a good kind of the way I try to do things in life. And it's kind of connected and chaotic, which is probably, again, a bit like me.
So, connected and chaotic, is that your one-liner? Yeah. Fantastic, thanks, Brian. Excellent. Okay, Barminda, I see you've got some shrubbery on this one, so yeah, tell us about it.
This one's called Just Hanging Out.
Just hanging out?
Yeah, and it's a bit like the way the future you actually don't quite know, so there's kind of like a, what do you call it?
Trampoline?
It's like kind of endless.
Yeah, sort of reaching out into something which is undefined.
Exactly. That
Yeah. So reaching forward. Yeah, great. Thanks very much. Jay, what have you got here? This is a vehicle.
It's a slight kind of metaphor, I guess. So just to describe it, it's basically just a single plate of white Lego representing a whiteboard for music education. It's got wheels and a windscreen and spoiler attached, and the device is going to drive forward accessibility in music education.
Nice!
It can also be modular, and Mary Alice has a module that can plug into it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, great stuff.
This is collaboration.
Yeah.
I have built the physical virtual studio, where you can be both physically and virtually present.
Nice.
And it has windows, not a door, but it has got windows. It's got a sort of,
it's like a NASCAR. Climbing through the window.
Observation deck here.
Oh, okay.
And this is where, taking my inspiration from Star Trek, this is where you transport into, just here.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's got a keyboard as well, a computer keyboard there, so you can
nice.
put your universal plug-in into that, and it will all work beautifully.
Fantastic. I like the cross-compatibility here on this side of the table. This is fantastic. Thanks, Vivian.
That's brilliant.
I've made a 3D EQ interface.
Oh, nice.
So the three parameters of EQ: frequency, gain, and Q, and the 3 dimensions. So there's kind of a spinny handle that goes left to right, and then it also rotates kind of back and forward.
Nice.
And then also rotates left and right, and each of those can be assigned to one of the 3 parameters of an EQ.
Fantastic. Very nice. Yeah. It's big one for course. It's kind of beyond 2D interfaces, I guess. Really thinking in 3 dimensions. I like it. It's great. And Daisy.
Hello. So
hi.
I have redesigned a plugin that I find incredibly frustrating. As a VI user, the original plugin is a sort of shade of pale grey with white knobs and sliders.
Okay.
So I can't differentiate between them. And I've redesigned it in bright contrasting colours and made sure that everything has a different tactile layer so you can use it in multiple ways.
Ah, fantastic. Very nice. Yeah, round of applause for that. So contrast is key. Rachel, what have you got here?
I've made a mess, so I have no idea what I've made, essentially. Literally no idea. I got distracted and I just put things together. There we go.
So that was your process.
That's my process.
Yeah, just sort of feeling out, seeing what you can find.
Yeah.
Cobbling things together.
Yeah.
Seeing what happens.
Exactly.
It's the future,
exactly.
yeah. It's unknown. It's vague.
We built a simple graphic EQ interface to be able to set up different frequencies from our DAW to different sliders. Here are the knobs to set up EQ for different frequencies, and we can bypass the whole thing by closing this window.
Oh, fantastic. So that was a collaboration with Christina, so that's fantastic. Fantastic. And James, what have you got?
Yeah, so I have attempted to build a portable control surface, kind of inspired by like old game controllers. I've got a big scroll wheel in the middle, and then I've got lots of little controls to the left and right, and then on the top I have what, if you use your imagination, is a screen that will like feel like what's on it somehow.
Nice.
And then I have like a headphone jack, obviously. So that's what I've got.
So you're kind of taking inspiration from the past, but looking into the future.
Yeah, that's my one-liner.
Yeah. Right, okay. So Jerry, what do we have here?
This is called Convincing Lie 1 and Convincing Lie 2. So this is someone pointed out to me there was a smiley face on one of these blocks.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
And so this is an AI microphone that tells you what field you're recording in. So and there's different zones of recording of near field, far field, reverberant field. So if an engineer is not sure where they are in the room and what kind of acoustics they're dealing with, this will tell you because it's AI.
Wow, okay, fantastic.
And then, out of sheer boredom, I invented this thing, and my colleague to my left here said, oh, it looks like a futuristic music stand. So it is, in fact, a virtual music stand that can display Braille, or if you want to do tactile lettering, or if you want to do a visual, or if you want to feed it to you through Bluetooth headphones, it does that. Again, convincing line number 2.
Yeah, I love it, yeah, fantastic. Last but not least, Andrew, what do you have here?
Right, well, I've made a magic wand because that's what we need. And so, you know, it got more elaborate as I went on with lots of little doohickeys and such. So you see it's got these various kind of radar dishes and antennas and stuff. This is for sensing the musical context, because before you touch anything, you have to know what's going on. So somehow this it sucks in the musicianship of the situation and figures out what needs to be done. And so then what you do is you take the orange bit here at the end and you touch it to the screen or whatever other control that is not accessible that ought to be, and it's going to somehow suck the essence out of it and put it in this little bit, and that's going to basically make some sort of decision. And you see that there's a kind of like airline lights kind of thing over here. On the right is this little plant, and so this is something where it could decide maybe this needs to organically grow and, you know, produce something new. And on the left, of course, is a box of TNT, and that's the other thing that happens to controls that we don't like. And you know, sometimes maybe we just need to reduce things to the pile of Legos that are on this wall and just start all over again. That's what it is.
Well done, sir. Brilliant. I'm going to write all my research grants and everything for me.
Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed